Hello friends, I welcome all of you to world famous Konark temple. And you know this temple is marvelous temple located 65 kilometers away from Bhubaneswar and nearly 25 kilometers from Puri. Today I am going to introduce everything whatever there in this premises, temple premises. So stay tuned. I am just going to the front side of this beautiful temple. This is the front view of this beautiful temple. You can see lion is sitting on the back of your elephant. There is significance of this statue, you can say. Lion is very, you can say, self-esteem person, or you can say animal, and elephant is symbol of strength. So this temple in Hindu mythology says that we should have strength enough to do more and more work for society. And in that time, ancient time, you can imagine, this temple was established in 1238 by Langula Narsingadev, one of the Ganga king, you can say, or the greatest ruler of that time. And you can imagine the architecture, you can say, the style of performing all sorts of karukarya. Karukarya means a Odia term which is stone work. You can see latter part of this video. So I want to say that this temple, or the frontal gate of this temple, is made of two animals, elephant and lion. And lion says self-esteem and elephant is the symbol of strength. You can see this one is dancing temple. And if you look at just behind this Natya temple or dancing temple, this is the real temple, or you can say Mukhya temple, Pradhan temple. The main deity Ork. Ork means sun. Sun means, you can say, source of Almighty, and you can say the Hindu mythology says sun is the infinite storehouse of energy. And Hindu people, and not only Hindu people, all people around the globe, different regions, different religions, different sections of people, they worship sun, because sun is the storehouse of life and energy and whatnot. Many more things are there. So we have to remember in this connection, this Konark temple, or you can say sun temple, is purely dedicated to worship Ork. Ork means sun. So the sun temple is famous for sun only. But for your information, I can say this temple premises comprises many beautiful temples. This is the side view of dancing temple, and if you see like this, then slowly you will find the main temple, or you can say that is Konark temple. And behind this temple, Konark temple, you will find Chaya temple, shadow temple. That means this one is dancing temple, this one is Konark temple, or you can say main temple, and the last is, you can say, you will find later on, that is the Chaya temple. I will definitely show you. Before going to Chaya temple, let's see this place. You see, this is the kitchen. You just imagine 1200 workers or employees, you can say, and it took 12 years. And you can imagine at that time in 1200, 40 crore currency, or you can say rupees, that was spent on this construction of this beautiful temple. So just imagine, I'm just explaining this place because this is the place where you can say 1200 workers, they were sitting here eating all those types of foods, day and night working together for the sake of making this place, or you can say Konark temple, the huge temple, or you can say miracle temple in the entire world. And I have to explain here that this temple comes under 7 wonders of the world. And many people think that there are 3 kinds of world famous, or you can say world heritage sites, like ancient world heritage site, or you can say ancient wonders of the world, medieval wonders of the world, and modern wonders of the world. For many years, this Konark temple remained the 7 wonders of the world. And in my opinion, this beautiful place must be preserved for the future generation. So I am just standing in this location where 1200 workers were eating, or you can say taking meals, lunch, breakfast, all those things. You can see this is the kitchen room, and you can see the whole like structure. I can see 3 places, or you can say location where the cooking was done at that time. You just see, this is the mandap, you can say a place where people used to talk, used to discuss. get together point. And you can see this is the dancing temple, and in front of dancing temple this mandap is located. And if you see very clearly this dancing temple, and opposite of dancing temple you just see, or you can say in the front, main temple or main deity is located. You just see, you can see very clearly one wheel is there. Let me explain. There are 12 wheels from one side, and from next side, opposite side, there are 12 wheels. Total number of wheels you'll find 24. So 24 wheels and 7 horses. What is the basic idea of this construction, or you can say architecture? Actually 12 into 2, 24 chakra, or you can say wheels, symbolizes like a chariot, and horses, 7 horses, they carry the temple just like the chariot. Can you imagine that at that time? So 24 wheels and 7 horses, and it is looking like you can say not like exactly you can say chariot, but this temple is a symbol of chariot, or you can say embodiment of chariot. Another thing is that you can see the Natya temple, or you can say dancing temple, and here is the main temple, we know this. But let me explain one important thing. This place, you can say this area, small area is, you can say there was a pillar. There was one iron pillar, we call this Aruna Stamba. That means one iron pillar was there, and it was shifted to Puri in 1803. And now it is located in front of Lord Jagannath temple in Puri. You can see this gate, the main temple, and this entrance gate is made of iron, and it is more than 800 years old, and it was closed by British people. And many local people say that it was closed because there are so many problems, and there was a magnet at that time on the top of this temple, and it was attracting those ships. So that's why the Britishers removed this magnet on the top of this temple, and this gate is closed right now. Let me clear, this temple has resemblance, or you can say familiarity with human life. You see, when we are, we were children, we love to play with, you can say, small toys. So at that time, before 800 years old, there was a toys-like structure you can see here. They are playing at that time, you can say, with elephants, you can say, or I don't know exactly the animals, tigers, you can say, horses, all those things. And when we grow up, when in adult we need sexual life, marriage life, procreation is required. So that is the symbol of sexual symbol. So you can see here, men and women, they are performing, you can say, sexual intercourses. People say that if you have a wrong mind, definitely you'll watch those erotic scenes, and if you have a good mind, you will have a childlike attitude. And if you have a very good and mature one, then you will see top of this temple, just like mountain, you can say also. It's 227 meter or 227 foot and 70 meters. And you can see here that old man and those old women, that the age, or you can say that is the stage of human life that is depicted here. You just see this techniques, or you can say the style of architecture at that time. This is the one wheel, you can see how it is decorated. You just see very minutely. If you see, you'll find very small design, and you can say very nice painting on the surface of stone, which is still alive. And people are astonished by watching this, observing this, how it is made of with such kind of technology at that time, when science and technology was not developed. People, even illiterate people, they made this beautiful temple architecture. Just imagine this. Just clearly you see these stone carvings or designs or architecture, whatever you say, that at that time there was a marriage procession. So that marriage procession, or you can say that decorum is maintained on the surface of this, or you can say bottom of this temple. You just see. Now Archaeological Survey of India is taking care of this temple, And you can see the iron pillars or iron beams, you can say, that is inserted in the temple premises, and it is now under construction to save for future generation. And you can see very clearly, just let me go to the closure point. This part you can say green, this green you can say the iron beam, or you can say iron support. At that time the stone was placed on this iron you can say pillar or support, or you can say beam, whatever you think. At that time, just imagine that pure iron which never rust even after 800 years. That is the miracle of this temple. You just see elephant. You see these two elephants are placed here. That says that those people who do not obey the king, they were punished by king. And for punishment, king was used to take the help of, you can say, elephants, horses, and many types of punishment. So this is a symbol where you can say that elephants were used for both negative and positive purposes. See very beautifully, you can say, at that time just 800 bags. So child marriage was present at that time. You can see, if you see minutely, you will find that Sobari is a Odia term, you can say, that is a part of marriage ceremony, which is depicted here. And I can say you that everything, whatever happening in human life, that is depicted in this temple premises in the form of architecture. As I have told, in between I have explained everything, whatever possible, and I'm just backside of main temple, Konark temple, main temple, and I have told that behind this temple you will find another temple, just you see, which is not in original condition. We call this Chaya temple or shadow temple. So this is shadow temple. Friends, you can see here, this is the symbol of, you can say, dacoit, or you can say, at that time, even dacoit, or you can say stealing was there. So thieves were caught and they were punished and they are looting. You can say looting symbol is presented here. You just see Odia culture, or you can say, at that time, before 800 years, even today also, people used to offer prayer in the form of water on the, you can say Lord Shiva. They want to please Lord Shiva. So at that time also, 800 years back, there was Shravani, or taking water from river body or water body and doing on the surface of that Lord Shiva. It was present at that time. You can see the presence of iron at that time. Iron was used in this temple. You just see, this is the symbol of women waiting for her husband. You can see half gate is closed and half gate is, or door is opened. And this is the symbol in which you can just imagine the waiting, or you can say the patience of a woman, or you can say wife, for her husband, who is outside home and outside, you can say, territory. So this is the symbol, because at that time there was no mobile phone, cell phone technology, letter, everything. So this is the symbol in which you can imagine that she was waiting for her husband. This is the dragon, you can say. At that time, before 800 years, there was a relationship in between India and China, which is, you can say, foreign policy at that time. And the foreign policy says that we are having a good relationship, harmonious relationship with China at that time. So this symbol dragon says that Odisha or India had good relation with China, neighboring country. In this journey in the premises of this beautiful temple, I came to know one important information for all of you. The Indian currency, 20 rupees, or you can say 20 rupees currency, bears the testimony of this chakra or wheel. And for your kind information, I will tell, this chakra or wheel, you can say the length is 9 foot, 9 inch. And for your information, let me explain what is the importance of this 9 digit. And just imagine 12 zodiac signs and 9 planets. Now it is 8 planets. So 12 into 9, 108. And if you add it also, 1 plus 0 plus 8, that is 9. So 9 has lots of significance. If you multiply with 9 and add it with 9, any digit, any number, it may be small or bigger one, you just multiply, add, at the end you will find 9. This is the miracle of this temple. Dear friends, here you will find one place, or you can say architecture. Samudra Manthan. What is Samudra Manthan? Samudra Manthan is a Odia term which means you see sea or water body or ocean is storehouse of all you can say important minerals, gold, diamond, everything. So in that time, 800 years back, it says that this symbol says that people were honestly doing hard work to find new things, or you can say gold, diamond, every precious jewelry or jewels or moti from water body. This is the symbol you can see here. Friends, you just see, this is, you can say beautiful ornaments. I will show you, this is the beautiful ornaments you can see here. It's very difficult to carve the stones and paint carefully everything, and you can say today's gold jewelry and at that time stone jewelry was very, very unique. And you just imagine after near about 1,000 years, is it possible to remain as it is? So just imagine the Indian culture and that architecture, those dedication and use of intelligence was so high, so intellectual, that this ornament is still alive and beautifully designed forever. Thank you very much, and at last I will show you the premises of this beautiful temple. Thank you very much.